Patrick Dorenson, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Charlie.
All right, buddy. Well, my next guest says the government does know best and that they're actually doing the right thing getting rid of those wasteful light bulbs. David Callahan from Demos joins me now. David, the idea that I have to live my life under the guise of what the government tells me is good for me and not good for me doesn't make life seem as worth living as it normally should be.
Well, I think that there's a lot of consumers that are going to benefit from this bipartisan legislation that was signed by George Bush. It's going to save consumers $12 billion a year when these new rules are fully implemented. You know, given all the hubbub here, you'd think that Uncle Sam was coming to take away our lazy boy recliners. Just to be clear, the government is not banning incandescent light bulbs. What it's done is it's raised the energy efficiency standards of light bulbs. You can already walk into a Home Depot or a Lowe's and buy light bulbs off the shelf that meet these new standards. They're more efficient. They save people money. They make sense. I mean, this country is dependent on foreign oil that comes from very dangerous places. We have all these coal-fired plants that are spewing carbon dioxide emissions into the atmosphere. One of the best ways to make progress here is through energy efficiency, and this taps American ingenuity. I mean, this is why you have four direct descendants of Thomas Edison.
I understand you're trying to dress this thing up in a lot of different clothing. I mean, you're saying for me to go out and buy a $6 light bulb and it's going to save me money rather than buying a 30-cent light bulb.
Excuse me, go into Home Depot and
I don't want to talk
not
about
$6.
that stuff. David, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the real problem here. A slender amount of people, the elitists, let's call them, believing that it's their right to tell me what I want to do. What if I don't want to save money? What if I think I get better light from the incandescent bulb? What if I want a choice? Why is it that the government is taking them away from me?
Well, I think one of the things that our government has done over the past century is set standards around electricity and efficiency. I mean, this makes a lot of sense. It's long been supported by a bipartisan majority. It's not just light bulbs we regulate, by the way. Government also sets efficiency standards for your air conditioner, for your refrigerator, for your furnace, for your hot water heater. And one of the reasons that this makes sense is because most consumers aren't paying attention as to what their contractor installs.
And
this is a way. I mean, government sets standards about the housing codes and regulations that govern the construction of new homes.
And I got to
this
tell you, David,
this is not controversial stuff.
That is why people are incensed. I got to tell you, we got light bulbs that make us go blind. We got washing machines that you got to use twice to get your clothes clean. And we got toilets we got to flush 3 or 4 times before they do the job they're supposed to do. It's a slippery slope in so many different ways. We're out of time. I really appreciate it, and I want you to come back because you put up a good argument, but I want to get to the heart of it. Thanks a lot, David. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.